Ollie defeat MK Dons today. What's your assessment of today's game?
Obviously a fast start. Got off to a flyer really with a goal inside the first sort of minute. And then I don't think we sort of regained composure from that. We were under pressure a little bit straight from the get-go. And I think ultimately today we played well with the ball, but our sort of decisions at times and our set-piece marking and things let us down. Little things like that. They're a good side. Obviously they move the ball around well and keep a lot of bodies forward, so it's hard to sort of stay with your runners, and I think they caused us a lot of problems with runners in behind. They got in behind a few times and they probably should have scored more than they did today, but I think we defended well. Obviously in the game, it's just for us it's set pieces and same story really, and we need to eradicate that from our games.
You mentioned the fast start. How frustrating is it that we weren't able to build on that and kick on from there?
Yeah, it's something you look at every game, and obviously with H up front, you've got that aerial presence, and why not look to play off of him? And he sort of just nodded one down, and I managed to get on the end of it and hang it back up, and he tucked it away. So yeah, it's a brilliant start, and then you kind of need to go, right, let's assess. It's the start of the game now. Like, we're 1-0 up, but obviously let's assess how they're going to start and how they're going to play. And it took us probably 10-15 minutes to get into the swing of things, and then we sort of had a good little spell, and then we sort of let them come on to us, and I think the midfield got hold of the game and sort of played balls over the top, caused us a few problems, and that's not saying that we struggled massively, but it was just individual little battles and people getting the wrong side, and it's frustrating because for the most part we were good on the ball and we created a few chances. I feel like we're a bit unlucky with a few of the decisions as well. I don't think the first goal was a corner for them. The second goal, I think the lad's offside, so it's small margins, and at the moment we're our own worst enemy in causing ourselves problems in games. So yeah, we need to definitely work on that.
You mentioned about eradicating mistakes. How important is it we try and do that sooner rather than later, to kick us up the table sooner rather than later?
Yeah, I feel like there's a belief now that we didn't have previously, that we caused teams more problems, and obviously we're playing with more players up front than what we did previously, so we are going to create more chances. I think from that game today, you see the levels. They've been doing that for a long time. Their squad's been together for the majority a long time, and obviously they've just added a new manager who's tasted success at this division, so he knows what it takes to get out of it. And we now need to sort of build on what has been a progressive couple of weeks in terms of our performances and results in the cups, but obviously we need to really start putting some results together in the league, and that obviously is something that we'll be looking to do next weekend.
Mentioned maybe a change there in the way the new gaffer likes to play, so how important is we sort of kick on from that as well and try and build on the way he wants to play? Yeah,
he's always on to us saying that you'll know how I want to play and you need to learn fast, and obviously we've wasted a quarter of the season almost with performances and individual errors, and don't get me wrong, I feel like our performances at times probably should warrant more points on the table, but we are where we are because of in-game decisions where people don't stay with runners, and obviously we need to really look at ourselves and take accountability for that, because at the end of the day you can play pretty football and look good for 60-70 minutes, and then two set pieces ultimately undone us just before and after half time. So yeah, it's sort of took the wind out of ourselves today, conceding at those times, and you need to obviously eradicate that, and the timings of the goals will obviously knock the stuffing out of us. So yeah, like you said, we need to work on that and take more responsibility amongst ourselves for that.
Obviously, as captain of the group, how important is it we look to next week now and look to kick on and look to active next week?
Yeah, massively. We are a positive group. We won't dwell too much on today because at times we played well and there's positives to take, but like I keep saying, it's a winning mentality that we need to bring to the club. The manager's brought it with him, and I think we're nearly there. We're nearly sort of clicking and causing teams more problems. It's just the defensive side of our games at times we aren't doing enough, and we aren't being men and standing up for ourselves, and we let too many times today. We let sort of runners go, or they had free headers and things like that, and that's something that we need to work on. You need to really, I think, it's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's concentration sort of aspects in people's games, because at times people switch off and that's it. You switch off for 10 seconds and someone's ran off the back of you and they're in. Do you know what I mean? And I think today we really struggled with that concentration from set plays, getting organised, people picking up their right men, and that's effectively what's cost us.
It was finally a word on the way support after a chilly day at the office today.
Yeah, great support, obviously full voice, backed us to the end and even clapped us off there after what was a frustrating afternoon for us on the pitch. So yeah, we were very grateful for that, and obviously safe journey back to them, because they were brilliant for us today, and hopefully we can start putting the results on the board that the majority of our performances are warranting, I think.